very good morning to all the dignitaries who gathered here, officials of various stakeholders of this country, the Ministry of Education, the CAA, AHDA, TCOM, all those who have supported us, and most importantly, our dearest alumni who gathered here in large numbers. It's indeed a great day for all of us at Symbiosis, and a very, very memorable and historic moment for Symbiosis International University. For me personally, having lived in this part of the world, when I was a medical doctor practicing medicine, it was always my dream that someday Symbiosis should establish an international campus, not anywhere in the world, but in Dubai. One man who created Symbiosis 53 years ago in 1971, who's present here at the young age of 90 years, Dr. S.B. ably supported by my mother, Mrs. Muzumdar. I think both of them have worked so hard to create an institution, a higher education institution, which now has become a beacon, not just in India, but all across the world. I still remember as a young child, Swati, my younger sister, who's also here, both of us have grown up in a very different environment, in a childhood that was very different from other children. Why? Because whenever a foreign student would feel homesick, whenever a foreign student would lose his passport, whenever a foreign student just wanted to be in someone's home, my parents would welcome them, not just welcome them with open arms, but request them to come and stay with us. So through our childhood, we've grown up with students from Iran, from UAE, from Nigeria, from different parts of the world, so much so that there was an American boy called John Owens who practically lived with us for 1 whole year, got married to an Indian girl, now has 3 little children, now grown up of course, and comes to India every alternate year to meet my parents because he feels that this is an extended family. And I can go on and on with several such stories of foreign students and also Indian students like you all, who have wonderful stories to tell. And I must acknowledge on this international platform the gratitude that my parents have given to both me and Swati and our extended families, because we wouldn't have been able to touch millions of lives that he made it possible. So I think he needs a great round of applause for the amazing work that Symbiosis has done, not just in India, but also overseas. And I must also say that the biggest strength is our alumni. There are 1,028 alumni that we are connected with only in UAE, apart from the 300,000 alumni all across the world. And I'm so happy that each one of you could spare your time on a busy working day. And I've been here, so I know how hard it is to take leave and come and attend a function like this. But that only shows not just your commitment, your dedication, your gratitude, but your love for Symbiosis. And now that we have a Symbiosis International University right here in Dubai, I cannot imagine how much of support that this university will get from each one of you. And you all are like laurels in this part of the world, all of you at very top positions, some of you who have passed out from our business schools in the 70s, in the 80s, and some of you as late as in the 2000s. So thank you very much for being here with us. The program is a little tight because we have 2 big dignitaries who will arrive in some time. We also have a commitment to provide international global education right here in this part of the world, and of course work very closely with industry and the government. And I'm so happy to inform you that as a mark of our commitment towards internationalization, we have the Vice Chancellor of one of our strongest partners, Aston University, my dear friend Alex, with whom we are signing a MOU in front of you. And of course, one of the largest infrastructure companies globally and in India, the LMT, the CHRO is here, and I'm sure all of you know that the big boss of LMT is an alumnus of Symbiosis, Mr. Subramaniam, who must have been your colleague someday sitting in the same classroom. And of course, we've signed MOUs with the Dubai Police and several other organizations like IEEE and so on. So we really want to create this campus as a beacon of hope to several young students from this part of the world, and a very strong focus on emeritization, because as Dr. Mabarak has taught us, we always believe that we should build a human resource, a very capable human resource in the place, in the city, in the country that we exist. And of course, we will cater to the students and young population of the expatriate population, but more importantly, empower Emirati students, more importantly, Emirati girls, because women empowerment is one of our focus areas. I'm so happy that the CAA has given us accreditation to all our programs. So we are one of the few universities that started with the CAA accreditation, thanks to KHDA, who's always been supportive. I've been working with them closely for the last 20 years, and I'm so happy Dr. Naji, Nitesh, and the Director General will soon be here, and I, Mr. Ahmed, and others. I'm so happy that each one of you, whether it's the government or the private sector, has supported us fully. Last but not the least, I acknowledge the support of the Indian government and the Ministry of Education UAE. The Indian government supporting us through the Ministry of Education, University Grants Commission. Dr. Dharmendra Pradhan, our minister, could not be here, but Dr. Jaishankar, the External Affairs Minister, will be here, and he wants to have an interactive session with you. And of course, none other than the most popular minister and the most popular statesman of this country, His Excellency, Sheikh Nahyan, who will be arriving shortly. So with these few words, I once again welcome all of you to this very prestigious and most memorable day in the life of Symbiosis and all of us here in the family. And we hope that we can extend what we have done in India right here in this region, empowering more and more young girls and boys who will join the portals of this university. Thank you very much, and God bless.